What is up, pal fam? Welcome to day 23 of Countdown to Video 100. My name is Paul Emmanuel Habaradas, aka Paul POW. I think it's day 23. I guess so. It was day 23. It is day 23. Alright. I have no clue why are there no... Now you're wondering why are there no pictures of Yuri, Gosev, and Auerbach. Well, great. I cannot find where are the pictures of Yuri and Auerbach. What? So they are both a mystery. So the thumbnail is just a missing picture and a missing picture. They're playing each other. Anyway, that doesn't matter because we are taking a look on the game between Gosev and Auerbach. Oh, you're back. In a 37 move game. Let's be ready. So Yuri starts with e4, c5 for e. Who's e? It's like I'm saying who's haiku. Anyway, Auerbach goes c5, knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3, g6, bishop e2, knight c6, knight b3, bishop g7, castles, bishop e6, f4, rook c8, and f5. Okay, it seems interesting to begin with, but the better one is bishop e3, castles, rook b1, a6, h3, knight a5, and then they exchange bishop, not queen, bishop d3 and queen h5. Position may be equal, but I can recommend not here. I think that should really work, but he cannot go for this, but try to do this and then here. It's a lot of moves for white. Okay, let's move on with bishop d7. And Yuri just made a mistake with g4. It could have been fine with bishop g5, castles, a4, knight e5. What is going on? There's e. It's on the mic. Queen d4, a6, a5, h6, bishop h4, and queen. Good. Those. Queen c7, and the position is equal. I can say queen b4 should work, and then queen here, probably knight to d4, and so on. So yeah, why am I double clicking? What's wrong with this mouse? But also, Auerbach also made a mistake with knight e5. You can try to attack this, and it goes king h1, knight e5, bishop g5, and then bishop takes f6, bishop c6, knight e2, bishop takes f6. Okay, I am so confused. Oh. King h1, knight e5, and he goes bishop g5, sacrificing. I don't know why he sacrificed, but that's a free piece. Let's find out why is it not good. What should be a good move? I think it's knight takes, and then it's oh yeah, it's knight takes, and then here and take it, queen, and then bishop c6. Yeah, so instead of going back, it's not good to go back, but if it's bishop takes f6 instead of bishop c6, you can take this. So I think that's a blunder. And then knight d2, bishop takes f6. Okay. So let's proceed. g5 makes the position equal. Knight g8 and knight d5. But the better one or other one is f6 e takes, queen takes, f takes g5, bishop e3 g4, rook a d1, rook c6, queen d2, and knight f6. And the position is equal yet. But what am I talking about this? Probably I can just simply go here. Why am I double clicking? Probably right there. And then it's either gonna be here. It's such that castling kingside is disabled. Okay, Yuri with knight e5 is a mistake. Auerbach is also Auerbach with goes f6, also mistake. Instead of f6, should have been h6, knight d4, h takes g5, f takes g6, knight takes g6, bishop takes g5, bishop f6, and knight takes f6, and the position is equal after all. Let's move on. With the avid move of bishop e3 rather, it goes on with b6, and it's another mistake. Why not go f takes g5 and then bishop takes rook c6, knight d4, knight f6, knight takes b, bishop takes c4, and knight takes e4, and yeah, the position is good to be equal. But let's go back. Yeah, knight. I didn't. Why is it going knight f6? What? Is it like dead for white? So, oh. Now I realize he sacrificed this. He has no choice but to defend this square so that it cannot be, the queen cannot be trapped there. So he has no choice but to knight f6, and if knight takes and then bishop takes. So the good thing about bishop takes and not this, yeah. So I can say like probably here, and he can move here. So c4, knight takes e4. Okay. Let's proceed. Knight d4 was the next move. And then king f7. A lot of mistakes we've seen here. So king f7 lost the castle rights for Auerbach, but let's find out f takes g5. And then knight e6. Bishop f. Bishop a4. King f8. a5. Rook a8. And white is getting better after all. But what about, like, you can proceed to go here. You cannot take this because it's in check. So it's a good thing to go king g7, and then what should be the good one? I think probably knight, and then knight c6. Takes, and probably here. That should work. Then let's find out with king f7. And then c3. Apparently the white is winning. If it's knight f4 instead, and then rook c5, c3, queen c8, knight fe6, knight c4, bishop f4, knight takes b2, queen b3, and bishop takes e6. Okay, but I've been thinking about this, and then probably here. So I think that's not an awful horrible thing. You can go here and then try to attack this king. I know you cannot move the queen as a knight. So yeah. Wait, f takes e6. Queen. So you cannot go queen. it's, I realize that if it goes here, it's gonna be taken here. So I'm gonna king, and then this. Let's move on. Continuing with, wait, that's the main one. So let's go back with queen e8, knight e6. But the better one is queen b3, and then bishop a4, f takes, h takes, knight takes. Oh, it's check. Bishop takes, knight takes, and knight f6. And white is winning. Anyway, why am I thinking about this variation and thinking about this? Probably here, and it goes on to take it. Okay, let's go back. After knight e6, there's bishop 6 e6, and white is winning. However, we're still far from over. F takes e6, king f8, and knight takes f6. But the better one is queen b3, h6, g takes f6, bishop takes f6, bishop d4, king g7, bishop b5, queen d8, queen a3, and h5. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. But I was thinking about takes, and rook here. Queen, queen, king. I think going to take that. Okay, let's move on. Knight takes f6. White is now better. But after bishop takes, g takes, e takes, queen takes, king g7, rook takes, knight takes, and queen takes e5. It's a good one, but yeah. What's could be the good one? I think it's rook and probably bishop to threaten this position. Yeah. So with knight takes f6, g takes, bishop h6, king g8, exchange. Whoa, sacrificing that rook. What was his plan? I think it's a mistake. So e takes and queen takes d6. What about queen d5, queen e7, rook d1, b5, queen takes, rook takes, rook a8. Wait, that isn't a rook. Queen d5, queen e7, rook d1, and rook c8. Okay, so black can no longer go here because it's a check. So the safe thing is like here. Okay, so let's go back. Rook c6, it's the position turns into an equal position. And then Yuri makes a mistake with queen takes e5. Why did just sacrifice a queen? I think it's a blunder. I think queen a3 should work. Rook takes, queen e7, queen b8, queen e8, queen e7, and it would be a draw by threefold repetition. Would. So with this mistake, a blunder, I can guess f takes e5. Now it's black getting better. From white winning, it turns to become black is better. Okay, let's go back with rook f1, rook c8, bishop d1, and another mistake for Auerbach is rook c4. If he could have done b5, bishop b3, rook c4, king g2, a6, rook f7, queen takes, e takes, and king takes, and black is winning. Despite this takes, and then I think it's gonna go like rook here and then probably there. Yeah. Let's go back, and then with this, I think probable blunder, rook bishop b3. Yeah, it doesn't work about this rook here because it's gonna takes, and 10/3. Okay, let's go back with b5. Instead of, he ignores the rook because it's gonna be a losing one. I think it's gonna be check, queen and checkmate, or alternatively I think it's gonna be queen here. It's also checkmate. Okay, b5. So he left the rook hanging, so that's a blunder, I guess. So bishop takes b3, a5, bishop takes c4, and queen e7, and blunder, probable blunder. So queen c8 should do the trick. Rook f7, queen e8, rook g7, king e8. So it's gonna be a draw here with this threefold repetition like that. Okay, let's go back. King g2. Now it's white winning. And then queen a3, another mistake for your back. What's just happened? If you just like to take this sacrifice, so bishop king, rook f7, king h8, e7, rook e8, king f3, and g5. White is winning, but yeah, it's a mistake for queen a3. Rook f2 is the next move. Trying to defend this with this attack, but a better one is king h1, queen d6, a4, g5, king g2, queen d2, king h1, queen d6, and still the position is yet to be equal. After rook f2, it's a winning position for queen e7, and then rook f1, g5, rook f5, g4, c5, queen d8, c6, and queen e7. It's officially winning for white, but it didn't end there because it's made in the variation. It's made in 13 after you have to sacrifice this queen. He cannot go to this because it's gonna be taken right there. So I guess probably like here and then gonna take so. And anyway, that's a free queen. So what are you talking about? You have to take it. And then king g7, king g3, rook e8, c7, h5, and e7, and exactly, it's a winning for white. But this queen e7 and then c7, readying to promote to queen and trying to attack this. But with the variation says could have done with g3 and then I mean, yeah, this is a variation by the way. After c7 and then g3, queen d8, and it's a checkmate. Okay, let's go back with queen d8, and yeah, Yuri emerged victorious after Auerbach resigned because it's over. Checkmate. I don't know why is it queen takes d8, but that's c takes d8 queen. Well, that is a nice game that we've seen. I think it's an official game, by the way. I think it's not a resign. He just like let the queen mate. I don't know why it says queen takes d8. It's c takes d8 queen. Okay. But that should be it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and become a patron member at patreon.com/Paul POW. Subscribe to my vlog channel, POW Vlogs. Follow me on all socials, Twitch, X, and TikTok, Paul Habaradas. Instagram, Threads, and Facebook are Paul POW YT. Join the Discord community and get 20% off on any plan using the link in the description on Chess Mood. Well, that I can just like leave things up for tomorrow, and we'll see you then on the countdown to FIDE 100.